Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Welcome everyone to this weekly session of the Gita course where we meet and discuss, meditate on one of the chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Then we either listen to a Prabhupada lecture or something related to Srila Prabhupada. And then we engage in some discussion, Krishna conscious discussion. And that keeps us very much alive and enthusiastic in our devotional service. So let's begin today's session without any further delay. Please raise your hands if you can hear me very nicely and clearly. Thank you very much. So I'll just get the kartal. So we'll do a short kirtan, very, very short kirtan, and then we'll proceed towards the Bhagavad Gita recitation. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Yugdharma Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Amagyanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वत देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे, निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगं लंघयते गिरिं, यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे श्री गुरुं दीनतारिणं, परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम्। हरि ओम तत्सत। Hare Krishna. So I welcome Abhishek Mishra Prabhu, Chinmaya J Prabhu, Dakshayani Mataji, Deepa Suresh Mataji, Deepmala Golani Mataji, Gita Manurkar Mataji, Hariram Kashyap Prabhu, Jai Prakash Pandey Prabhu, NM Bafna Prabhu, Padmalata Koduru Mataji, Rajshri Mataji, Ravi Prabhu, Revat Singh Prabhu, Shashi Pandey Mataji, Shiva Prasad Prabhu, Sudha Mataji, Sulbha Mataji, Vandana Maturu Mataji, Vijay Lakshmi Thimmegoda Mataji, and Vinita Dambu Mataji. So thank you very much for joining this session. Very, very happy. You are the cream amongst the milk which is being churned as this for this year's Gita course. Why I say cream? Because you people take out time to join also in the weekdays. You understand that each and every session is very important. So thank you very much for that dedication. Let's now begin the Gita recitation. And this time we will recite the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. I remember last time we were reciting the 9th chapter and we were discussing that 10th chapter is so nice. So we will share the screen. Okay, chapter 10, knowledge of the absolute. I will change the view. I'll go to advanced view. And I will select only the verse text and no need of translation, only if perfect. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Bhuya Eva Mahabaho Shrinu Me Paramam Vachaha Yatte Ham Priya Manaya Vakshyami Hita Kamayaya Name Viduh Suraganaha Prabhavam na maharshayah aham adirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashah yo mam ajam anadim cha vetti lokka maheshwaram asammudha samartyeshu sarvapapahi pramuchyate buddhir jnanam asammoha shama satyam damah shamah सुखम दुखम भवो भावो भयम चा भयमेव च अहिंसा समता तुष्टिश तपोदानं यशो यशः भवन्ति भावभूतानां मत्त एव पृथक् विधः महर्षयः सप्त पूर्वे चत्वारो मनवस्तथा मदभावमानसा जाता येषां लोक इमः प्रजः एतां विभूतिं योगं च मम यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः सो विकल्पेन योगेन युज्यते नात्र संशयः अहं सर्वस्य प्रभवो मत्तः सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते मां बुधा भाव समन्वितः मच्चित्त मद्गता प्राणा बोधयन्तः परस्परं कथयन्तश्च मां नित्यं तुष्यन्ति च रमन्ति च तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहम् अज्ञानजं तमः नाशयाम्य आत्मभावस्थो ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता। अर्जुन उवाच परं ब्रह्मा परं धाम पवित्रं परमं भवान् पुरुषं शाश्वतं दिव्यम् आदिदेवम् अजं विभुम् आहुस्त्वां ऋषयः सर्वे देवर्षिर्नारदस्तथा असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीसि मे सर्वम् एतद्ऋतं मन्ये यो मां यन्मां वदसि केशव न हि ते भगवान् व्यक्तिं विदुर्देवा न दानवः स्वयं एवात्मनात्मानं विद्धा त्वं पुरुषोत्तमा भूतभाव न भूतेश देवदेव जगत्पते वक्तुम् अर्हस्य अशेषेण दिव्य ह्य आत्मविभूतयः याभिर्विभूतिर्लोकान् इमां त्वं व्याप्य तिष्ठसि कथं विद्याम् अहं योगिं त्वां सदा परिचिन्तयन् केषु केषु च भावेषु चिन्त्योऽसि भगवान् मया विस्तरेणात्मनो योगं विभूतिं च जनार्दन भूयः कथय तृप्तिर्हि शृण्वतो नास्ति मे मृतम्। श्रीभगवानुवाच हन्तते कथयिष्यामि दिव्य हि आत्मविभूतयः प्राधान्यतः कुरु श्रेष्ठ नास्त्य अन्तो विस्तरयस्य मे अहम् आत्मा गुडाकेश सर्वभूत शया स्थितः अहम् आदिश्च मध्यं च भूतानामन्त एव च आदित्यानाम् अहं विष्णुर्ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान् मरीचिर्मारुतम् अस्मि नक्षराणाम् अहं शशि नक्षत्राणाम् अहं शशि वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि देवानामस्मि वासवः इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि भूतानामस्मि चेतना रुद्राणां शङ्करश्चास्मि वित्तेषु यक्षराक्षसां वासुनां पावकश्चास्मि मेरुः शिखरिणाम् अहम् पुरुधशां च मुख्यं मां विद्धि पार्थ बृहस्पतिं सेनानीनाम् अहं स्कन्दः सरसाम् अहं सागरः महर्षीणां भृगुरहं गिरामस्म्येकम् अक्षरं यज्ञानां जपयज्ञोऽस्मि स्थावराणां हिमालयः अश्वत्थः सर्ववृक्षाणां देवर्षीणां च नारदः गन्धर्वाणां चित्ररथः सिद्धानां कपिलो मुनिः उच्चैश्रवस्वम् अश्वानां विद्धि माम् अमृतोद्भवम् ऐरावतं गजेन्द्राणां नराणां न च नराधिपम् अयुधानाम् अहं वज्रं धेनूनामस्मि कामधुक् प्रजनश्चास्मि कन्दर्पः सर्पणाम् अस्मि वासुकिः अनन्तश्चास्मि नागानां वरुणो यादसामहं पितॄणाम् अर्यमा चास्मि यमः संयतम् अहं प्रह्लादाश्चास्मि दैत्यानां कालः कालयताम् अहं मृगाणां च मृगेन्द्रोऽहं वैनतेयश्च पक्षिणां पवनः पवतामस्मि रामः शास्त्रभृतम् अहम् Makarashchasmi Shrotasam Asmi Jahnavi Sarganamadirantashcha Madhyam Chaivahamarjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vadaha Pravadatam Aham Aksharanam Akarosmi Dvandvaha Sama Shikshasya Cha Aham Eka Shayah Kalo Dhataham Vishwato Mukhaha मृत्युः सर्वहरश्चाहम् उद्भवश्च भविष्यताम् कीर्तिः श्रीर्वाक्च नारीणां स्मृतिर्मेधा धृतिक्षमा बृहत्साम तथा साम्नां गायत्री छन्दसामहम् मासानां मार्गशीर्षोऽहम् ऋतूनां कुसुमाकरः द्यूतं चलयतामस्मि तेजस्तेजस्विनामहं जयोऽस्मि व्यवसायोऽस्मि सत्त्वं सत्त्वतामहम् वृष्णीनां वासुदेवोऽस्मि पाण्डवानां धनञ्जयः मुनीनाम् अप्य अहं व्यासः कवीनाम् उशना कविः दंडो दमयतामस्मि नीतिरस्मि जिगीषतां मौनं चैवास्मि गुह्यानां ज्ञानं ज्ञात्वा ज्ञानं ज्ञावतामहम् यच्चापि सर्वभूतानां बीजं तद् अहमर्जुन न तदस्ति विना यत्स्यान् मया भूतं चराचरं नान्तोऽस्ति मम दिव्यानां विभूतीनां परन्तप एष तुद्देशतः प्रोक्तो विभूतेर्विस्तरो मया यद्यद् विभूतिमत्सत्त्वं श्रीमद् ऊर्जितमेव वा तत्तद् एवावगच्छत्वं मम तेजो अंश संभवम् अथवा बहु नैतेन किं ज्ञातेन तवार्जुन विष्टभ्याहम् इदं कृत्स्नम् एकांशेन स्थितो जगत् हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Very, very beautiful chapter. Let's read the text of the verse, the translation. Text 1. O Supreme Personality, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, listen again, O mighty armed Arjuna. Because you are my friend, for your benefit, I shall speak to you further. Okay. Listen again, O mighty armed Arjuna. Because you are my friend, for your benefit, I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. That means whatever he has explained till the 9th chapter, 10th chapter is more advanced than what has been discussed till now. Neither the hosts of the demigods nor the great sages know my origin or opulences, for in every respect I am the source of all of the demigods and sages. He who knows me as unborn, as beginningless, as the supreme lord of all worlds, he only undiluted among men, is freed from all sins. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the senses, control of the mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame, and infamy. All these various qualities of living beings are created by me alone. The 7 great sages, and before them the 4 other great sages, and the Manus, progenitors of mankind, come from me, born from my mind, and all living beings populating the various planets descend from them. One who is factually convinced about this opulence and mystic power of mine engages in unalloyed devotional service. Of this there is no doubt. I am the source of all the spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. To show them special mercy, please listen to this verse. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. Verse 12 and 13. Arjuna said, You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, unborn, the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Acyuta, Devala, Vyasa confirm this truth about you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. O Krishna, I totally accept as truth all that you have told me. Neither the demigods nor the demons, O Lord, can understand your personality. So Arjuna totally accepts. He doesn't say, chapter 1 I have accepted, chapter 2 I have accepted, chapter 3 I don't accept. Totally. Nobody can understand him. But there are some human beings who feel that they can understand. They comment. Indeed, text 15, indeed you alone know yourself by your own internal potency, O Supreme Person, origin of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, Lord of the universe. Please tell me in detail of your divine opulences by which you pervade all these worlds. O Krishna, O Supreme Mystic, how shall I constantly think of you, and how shall I know you? In what various forms are you remembered, O Supreme Personality of Godhead? O Janardana, again please describe in detail the mystic power of your opulences. I'm never satiated in hearing about you. The more I hear, the more I want to taste the nectar of your words. This is the qualification of a devotee. The more he hears, the more he wants to hear. Text 19. Please listen to the divine opulences of Krishna and how he can be remembered in various forms. Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Yes, I will tell you my splendorous manifestations, but only those which are prominent. That means he will not tell all, only those which are prominent, O Arjuna, for my opulence is limitless. I am the super soul, O Arjuna, seated in the hearts of all living entities. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all beings. Of Adityas, I am Vishnu. Of lights, I am the radiant sun. Of Maruts, I am Marichi. And among the stars, I am the moon. Of the Vedas, I am the Samved. Of the demigods, I am Indra, the king of heaven. Of the senses, I am the mind. And of the living beings, I am the living force, the consciousness. Of all the Rudras, I am Lord Shiva. Of Yakshas and Rakshasas, I am the Lord of wealth, Kuvera. Of the Vasus, I am fire, Agni. Vasus, I am the fire, Agni. And of the mountains, I am Meru. Of the priests, O Arjuna, know me to be the chief, Brihaspati. Of generals, I am Kartikeya. And of the bodies of water, I am the ocean. Of the great sages, I am Bhrigu. Of the vibrations, I am the transcendental Om. Of sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy names, Japa. Meaning, best amongst all sacrifices is chanting Hare Krishna, Japa. Of immovable things, I am the Himalayas. Of all trees, I am the banyan tree. And of the sages, I am the demigods. Of the sages, among the demigods, I am Narada. Of the Gandharvas, I am Chitraratha. And among the perfected beings, I am sage Kapila. Of the horses, know me to be Uchchaishrava, produced during the churning of the ocean of the nectar. Of lordly elephants, I am Airavat. And among the men, I am the monarch. Of weapons, I am the thunderbolt. Among the cows, I am Surbhi. Of causes of procreation, I am Kandarpa. Kandarpa means the Cupid or the god of love. And of the serpents, I am Vasuki. Of many hooded Nagas, I am Ananta. And among the aquatics, I am the demigod Varuna. Of departed ancestors, I am Aryama. And among the dispensers of law, I am Yama, the lord of death. Among the Daitya demons, I am the beloved Prahlad. Among subduers, I am time. Among beasts, I am the lion. And among the birds, I am Garuda. Of purifiers, I am the wind. Of the wielders of weapon, I am Ram. Of fishes, I am the shark. And of the flowing waters, I am the Ganges. Of all creation, I am the beginning and the end and also the middle. O Arjuna, of all sciences, I am the spiritual science of the self. And among logicians, I am the conclusive truth. Of letters, I am the letter A. And among compound words, I am the dual compound. I am also the inexhaustible time. And of creators, I am Brahma. I am the all devouring death. And I am the generating principle of all that is yet to be. Among women, I am fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and patience. Of the hymns in Samaved, I am Brihat Sam, and of the poetry, I am the Gayatri. Of the months, I am Margshish, November, December. This is Margshish month, by the way. And of the seasons, I am the flower-bearing spring. I am also the gambling of cheats, and of the splendid, I am the splendor. I am victory, I am adventure, and I am the strength of the strong. O descendant of the descendants of Vrishni, I am Vasudev. And of the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Of the sages, I am Vyasa. And among the great thinkers, I am Ushana. Among all the means of suppressing lawlessness, I am punishment. And for those who seek victory, I am morality. Of the secret things, I am silence. And of the wise, I am the wisdom. Furthermore, O Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all existences. There is no being, moving or non-moving, that can exist without me. O mighty conqueror of enemies, there is no end to my divine manifestations. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. Know that, very important, please listen. Know that all opulent, beautiful, and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. But what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support the entire universe. Wonderful 10th chapter, in which Krishna is very kindly revealing himself to us. Because if he will not reveal himself, how can we ever understand what is going on? Because nobody knows Krishna. Only he knows himself, or only the devotees of Krishna know himself. So very, very nicely he has explained. Of course, when you read the purports, you'll be understanding with much more depth and much more better understanding. You'll understand how these verses are applicable to you in your daily life. So for that purpose, I recommend that everybody should have a copy of Bhagavad Gita as it is, and everybody should have their own japmala, and they should chant every day. Krishna said, amongst the months, I'm Margshish. So this is the Margshish month. Generally, we say Sita Ram, Radhe Shyam. So Kartik month belongs to Srimati Radharani. So when you say Radhe Krishna, similarly, Kartik, Margshish, that is the combination. So Margshish is the representation of Krishna. This month is very, very auspicious. So please chant fixed number of rounds in this month and read the Bhagavad Gita. If possible, you can finish. If somebody is really determined, I met someone who said that he was not even Indian. He picked up the Bhagavad Gita. He found it so interesting that he just couldn't put it down. And he just finished reading the Bhagavad Gita in 7 days, entire Bhagavad Gita. This is called interest. So I request all of you to take full interest in this Bhagavad Gita. Try to read it. That's the best reading which you can ever do. Okay, like Krishna said, amongst all the sciences, I am the spiritual science. So there are various kinds of sciences. There's some, there's something called as computer science. There's something called as XYZ science. But the best science is spiritual science. Unfortunately, that is not taught in any of the universities and schools, because of which people are suffering in this material world. So I request all of you to study the topmost science, the spiritual science, books like Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So with this, we end our Bhagavad Gita discussion. And now we will move towards the next activity, which is hearing of a Srila Prabhupada lecture. So I was thinking, I would like to know from you people what is. I was thinking maybe one Tuesday session we will hear of Srila Prabhupada lecture, and one session we will read one of the books of Srila Prabhupada. But I want to take your opinion. Whatever you people will decide, that will be acceptable to me, because both are okay to me. Reading Srila Prabhupada or hearing to Srila Prabhupada, both are okay. Both are as good as possible. So, how many of you feel that we should read Srila Prabhupada book and not hear a lecture today? If you feel that we should read, just type read in the chat box. Okay, Mataji is telling here. Here voting I will start. I just want to see how many reads. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dakshani Mataji is telling hearing is best. Reading can be given as homework. Mataji, who will come and check whether you have done the homework or not? Okay. 7. Read here. Okay. Now, how many for hearing? Can you please type here in the chat box? I just considered the read chats earlier. Those who want to hear, please write here. I'm getting almost equal number of votes till now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shiva Prasad, you want to hear? That's why you're raising hand? Okay. Here, here, here. Okay. I need 2, 3 more votes to understand whether here to read. Okay, clearly here has outnumbered, so we will go for hearing. I don't know, you people have to decide. I'm just hoping that you people are reading Srila Prabhupada books. Okay. So I will show you how to go to the website. You can also see me navigating. So this is prabhupadvani.org. The voting is over. Thank you for your inputs. So prabhupadvani.org. So many things are here. I go to the audio section, and then there are so many options. Bhajans are there, Krishna book dictation. There is one disciple of Prabhupada who has narrated all the books of, read basically all the books of Prabhupada, and just it's there for all of us to hear. But we want to hear some lectures today. So let me just see. We'll do browse all. So these are the various kinds of lectures. The conversations are there. Srimad Bhagavatam is there. Walks, morning walks are there. Bhagavad Gita, lecture and addresses, Chaitanya Charitamrita, initiation, nectar of devotion, interview, other, purport, appearance, disappearance day, Brahma Samhita, Ishopanishad. So I think we will stick with Bhagavad Gita. And since we, I'm not following any sequence in these sessions, since we recited the 10th chapter today. So let's go to the 10th chapter. Srila Prabhupada has given only 9 lectures in this chapter. So This is 1973, 1967. We will take 10.8. What is the 8th verse? 8th verse is, I am the source of all spiritual metal. Yeah, this is good verse. So we'll take this one, New York, 1967 and 1976. So same verse, two places. Let's prefer the one which was the latest, 1976. Let's hear that. I will again share my screen. 1 second. Okay, please take out your pen and paper and note down some points. Till 8:55 we will hear. From 8:55 to 9:10 or maybe 9:15 we will share some points, and after that we will end today's session. Okay, or maybe till, yeah, that's what we'll do.
सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्या भजन्ते मां बुधा भाव समन्विता.
Il y a un verset dans la Bhagavad Gita que Krishna explique Aham sarvasya prabhavo matak savam pravatati iti madhva bhajanti mam buddha bhava samandvita.
Okay, so there is French translation also in this. I don't know if it is all throughout. We would like to hear a lecture where there is no same lecture in 1967. I mean, same.
मत्या भजन्ते मां बुधा भाव समन्विता. I am the origin of everything. Everything means universe also. Whatever you can imagine, that comes within the category of everything. So if Krishna is the source of everything, then if you love Krishna, then you love universe. Actually that is so. If you love your father, then you love your brother. If you love your country, then you love your countrymen. Suppose we are in foreign country, and here is one gentleman from India, I am from India. So naturally we ask, oh, you come from India, which part of India you come? Why? Attraction for that person. Because I love India. And because he happens to be Indian, therefore I love him. So the love begins from the origin. If you love your body, then you love your finger. If you are careless of your body or health, you don't care for your finger. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita says, aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate iti matya buddha bhava samannita iti matya bhajante ma. One who has understood this fact, that God is the origin of all emanation. One who has understood this fact very nicely, scientifically, then by loving God you love everything, universe. If you think that God is something manufactured by my imagination, then you cannot love universe or God. You have to understand the position of God. In every literature, in every scripture, just like in your Bible, it is said, God said, let there be creation. So there was creation. So creation is the universe. So God created this universe. So if you love God, then you love the universe. That is automatic. If I say I love my body, everyone loves his body, that does not mean I do not love my finger. So a God-conscious person, there is a nice example. A hunter, in Sanskrit language it is called bear. He was hunting in the forest and killing the animals, boar and other deer and so many animals. Hunter's business is to kill animals. So half dead. And Narad was passing through that road. He saw that these half-dead animals are flapping. Who has killed them in that way, half-dead? Why not full kill? So he went to the bear hunter. So why you are doing this business? Better kill them altogether so that they may not suffer. It is great sinful act. So he explained, though I do not know what is sinful or not, my father has taught me this business, I am doing this. So Narad explained him, so it is not a very good business. You better do another business for your livelihood. Simply killing and half killing, better kill them fully, that is also very good. So he said, then I am committing sins? And Narad said, yes, you are committing sins. Then, if I give up this business, how shall I eat my living? Narad said, all right, I shall give you your necessities of life, I shall supply you, you give up this business. So he was initiated and he was seated in a sacred place. So the villagers understood that a bear, a hunter, has become a great saint. So everyone was coming and offering some rice, some flowers, some fruits. So he was executing his devotional service according to instruction of Narada. Then after some time, Narada wanted to show that devotee to his friend Parvat Muni, and he was coming to that devotee, hunter devotee. At that time, the devotee was going to receive Narada, and while going, he was very careful that an ant may not be killed on the path. So he was jumping. Whenever there was an ant, he was jumping. So Narada inquired that why you are coming here, why you are jumping. So he said that there are so many ants. So how can I kill ants? Just see, the same man who was without any kindness killing so many animals, he has become kind to the ants. This is universal. As soon as you become Krishna conscious, as soon as you become God conscious, then your real universal ideal, universal consciousness develops. Otherwise it is all simply juggling. There are so many doctrines for universal love, universal friendship, fraternity, but they are fighting and they are killing simply. Because there is no God consciousness. If you are universal, if you are after universal love, then how you can maintain regular slaughterhouse? How you can think that an American gentleman, a lady is your countryman and not a cow and not a goat, not a serpent? Where is your universal idea? So unless there is development of God consciousness, these universal ideas, these are nonsense. There cannot be. It is all false jugglery of words. So first business is to understand your identity, identity of God, your relationship, and your action reformed in that way, then there is question of universal, brotherhood, universal. Otherwise it is simply jugglery of words. If you are thinking of universal way, how you can give protection to a human being born in America and send a cow to the slaughterhouse? What is your reason?
This would be a personal love.
Universal means all. You have to love everyone.
If I didn't love the cow equally with the child, then it is a personal love because I'm defining qualifications.
But how can you avoid this personal?
Because to love the child only, I have to exclude other things, being the cow.
The personal child is the person.
Yes.
How can you avoid person?
Okay, well.
How can you avoid person? But you say, when you love, how can you avoid a person? What do you mean by love? Whenever you love universally, the universe, there are so many men, animals, and plants, and beasts, and birds, and so many things. So you have to love everyone. That is universal. You cannot discriminate. Oh, this is not universal, this is universal. Universal means all including. So how you can avoid this person, not impersonal? You have to love everyone. That is universal.
If I don't do that, then I have a love with limitation. And this is false. This would be
No, not limitation. The point is, if you love the root, then you love everything. Just like if you pour water on the root of the tree, then the branches, the flowers, the leaves, the fruits and everything is nourished. So you have to know the technique, how to love the whole. If somebody is loving the tree, he is pouring water in each, every leaf, every branch, every flower, he is spoiling his time. Another intelligent man goes and he pours one bucket full of water in the root, or it is distributed. This is foolishness. That without knowledge of the root, you want to love the branches. Your body, you love your body. Why do you supply your food in the stomach? Why not to the eyes, to the ears, to the nose? Why not individually, every finger, every hand, every part, every hair? No. As soon as you put the foodstuff to the stomach, the energy is at once distributed everywhere. Similarly, universal love means to love God. They do not know the technique. Just this man, this hunter, he loved God, he became lover of the ant. Automatically. There is no need of separate education, that you love this ant, you love this cow, you love this tree, you love this country, you love this man, that white man, black man, this one. No. As soon as you love God, and you understanding what is God, then you love everything. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said that Sarvo Jonisu Kaunteya Sambhavanti Murtayoja Tasang Mahajjani Brahma Hanga Bija Padapita. The people are accepting Bhagavad Gita as something Indian or Hindu, but actually it is not. It is universal. Krishna says that there are so many forms of living entities. There are 8,400,000 of different types of bodies. And all of them are my sons. So if you love Krishna, then you love white man, you love American, you love European, you love Indian, you love cow, you love dog, you love serpent, everything. So you have to know the techniques. Simply by theoretical knowledge, you cannot make any improvement. And these are practical examples. Because there is no love for God at the present moment, all this nonsense universal love fraternity are going to hell. Therefore we are interested in this Krishna consciousness movement. You have to change your consciousness, make it full with Krishna or God, then everything is all. All right, thank you. If you kindly come and inquire in this way, we shall be very glad to answer as far as possible. Now let us have little kirtan. It is 8:45. Please join with this kirtan. Hare Krishna. It is very simple. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Vairacharya Stutara Satasama Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Now
That was a very wonderful lecture. I didn't know that there is Kirtan also in that. Otherwise, I would have skipped the lecture and played the Kirtan only. Okay. Devotees can raise their hands and they can share their points by unmuting themselves, or they can also write in the chat box and share some points. We have 10 minutes to do that. Okay, Vinita Mataji, please. You can unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself. Sorry, I by mistake muted you again. Please unmute again. Yes, please.
Can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Hare Krishna. The thing that really I was impressed with is if you love the root, you love everything.
Yes.
So the root here, I think, is referring to the source, and the source is Lord Krishna. And if you love Lord Krishna, I feel that you love everything because you see him in everything. That's my take.
Thank you. Very nice point. Prabhuji wants to share some point.
Yeah. See, the point was the first point that Prabhupada made was about the God is the origin of everything. And if you understand God, firstly, you understand yourself and you understand God, I think then your life is made. It's going to be. So our effort is to first understand ourselves, then also try to understand God as well.
Okay, that's a very nice point. Thank you. Okay, some points are coming in the chat. Okay, let's read. What are the points? One, Deepmala Golani Mataji is telling, one who loves Krishna loves the whole universe. That is everything. Very, very important point. Love begins from the origin, that is Krishna. I like this point. Krishna is the source and the origin of all love. Very good. Thank you. Without understanding Krishna's identity and your own identity, it is impossible to love universally. Very, very important point. People don't understand this. There cannot be any kind of true love until we love Krishna. When we have this understanding, we really pity the memorandum of understandings and the peace treaties which are going on in the world, and so many exchanges which are happening between various states and nations. And why to speak of states and nations? Even all these boys and girls holding hands and walking together, saying, I love you, this and that. Until they love Krishna, it is not possible to love anyone. And practically speaking, there is no love in this material world. The only true love which exists in this material world is the love between the devotee and the Lord. And also the relationship or the love between the devotees and the devotees. This has been said by many acharyas and many devotees also. So it is correct. Moving on. If you love Krishna, then you love universe. Okay, Sulbha Parki Mataji is telling. Very good. Deepa Suresh Mataji is telling, when you love God and understand what is God, Krishna, then you love everything, including the universe, including living, non-living beings, including people, irrespective of caste and color. Yes. Very nice point. Naina Mataji is telling, as soon as you become Krishna conscious, then your real, ideal, universal consciousness develops. Correct. When you love God, then you love even a dog. Yeah, you can love dog also. But there are so many people who don't love God, but they love the dog. So maybe Jayaprakash Pandey Prabhu can say that when you love God, then you love everybody, like that you can say. What do we mean by knowing ourselves? Shashi Pandey Mataji is asking. Okay, I'll come to that question. Loving God means loving the whole. Vijay Lakshmi Mataji is telling, thank you so much. It was very, very nice. And 2 lines also after Krishna consciousness. I'm stop eating meat. Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol. Vijay Lakshmi Mataji, thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. You have quit meat eating. I consider this as the success of and the prayers of all the devotees in this course. You please message me. I will recommend you some very nice books which contain many nice Krishna conscious recipes to cook and eat. You please message me personally. I hope you have my number. Sulha Mataji is telling Krishna created the universe. Okay, Krishna is the center of this universe. So love starts and from him and spreads. Yes. That is why, if you remember, I think on the last Ekadashi session, we sung this song, Vibha Varishesha. So there was different names of Krishna. One of the names of Krishna is Prema Niketan, means he is the abode of all love. He is the person, the fountainhead from where all love springs. Everything has originated from Krishna and everything should include everything. Balaji Mohan Prabhu, everything has originated and everything should include everything. Yeah, okay, correct. Isn't loving Krishna being in the prema stage of bhakti? If so, we have a lot of room to cover. Sudha Mataji is asking. I'll come to this question later. Hari Hari Bol to Vijaya Mataji. Okay. First question by Shashi Pandey Mataji. What do we mean by knowing ourselves? By knowing ourselves, we basically mean that we have to understand who we are. Jiver Swarup hai, Krishner Nityadas. Our real constitutional position is to become an eternal loving servant of Krishna. And when one has this kind of understanding, when one has this knowledge, then they can say that I know myself. If somebody is thinking bodily consciously that I'm this body, I'm a man, I'm a woman, and I have some kind of color, I have a particular caste, I have a degree, and that is what I am. That is not the reality. For example, sometimes when we are driving on the road, when I was a small child, I saw this. There used to be a bridge. There used to be a river where I used to stay, and there was a bridge on that river. It used to be always very crowded. So these days we don't find such things, but when I was a small child, there used to be rickshaws also. So sometimes when the bridge would get jammed, so the people in the car would become very angry at these rickshawalas. And when they wanted them to move out, they would say, hey, rickshaw, like that. So the person sitting in the car is thinking that I am this car. And the person who's driving the rickshaw, he's calling them as a rickshaw. So this is body consciousness. Until we are fully aware who we are, one may think, I had a friend who literally sold, not literally, who literally became bankrupt just to buy a car. And then he was so much attached to that car, he identified with that car. Needless to say, he was a German. So he used to identify with that car so much. My experience is that in the North Rhine-Westphalia region of Europe, which includes Germany and some other states, people identify with the car so much. Somebody who does not have a car is like outcast. So they used to think they are the car. So until unless we understand that I'm not the car, I'm not the rickshaw, and until unless I understand that I'm a spirit soul, it is not possible to actually, if I don't know who I am, then how can I know what is my relationship with Krishna and what am I supposed to do with Krishna? So therefore, this is what it means to understand who am I. This is called Sambandha Gyan. Sambandha, Abhidheya, Prayojan. These are the three aspects of bhakti. Sambandh Gyan, to understand who I am, what is my relationship with Krishna. Abhidheya, what is the ultimate goal? Sorry, not ultimate goal. Abhidheya means what is the path to reach the goal. And Prayojan means the goal. The goal is Krishna. Abhidheya means the path to reach Krishna. And Sambandh Gyan means to understand who is Krishna and who am I. So I hope I've answered Shashi Pandey Mataji's question. Okay. And Deepmala Golani Mataji is asking, don't ask our choices. Just tell us what to do. Wow. Okay. Balaji Mohan Prabhu is telling, however long it may take time, lots of chanting to get into the vision to see Krishna in everybody and everything. And I'm not understanding what he's saying. But first I'll take the question of Sudha Mataji. Sudha Mataji, isn't loving Krishna being in the prema stage of bhakti? If so, we have a lot of room to cover. See, prema. See, love does not mean that from the first day only you have to love like the way the gopis used to love Krishna. Somewhere we have to start. So how to express our love to Krishna? If we offer our obeisances to Krishna, man mana bhava mada bhakto, madhyaji mam namaskuru, mam evashyasi satyam te, pratijani priyosime. Pratijani hi priyosime. So if I want to express my love to Krishna, what do? I offer obeisances to Krishna. I become a devotee of Krishna. I start worshipping Krishna, and I always think, and I try to think of Krishna. So when I start doing that, I have started the process of loving Krishna. Of course, there is no limit to the way I can develop my love for Krishna. I can more and more progress in my love to Krishna. More and more my love can keep becoming unalloyed. So prema means absolutely unalloyed love for Krishna. So loving Krishna can also mean bringing a flower for Krishna. Loving Krishna can also mean that after years of chanting, when the first drop of tear rolls down from your eye, that is also called as love. Loving of Krishna can also mean that my body starts shivering as soon as I think of some qualities of Krishna. My hair stand on the end when I remember some pastimes of Krishna. Loving also means to fight with your near and dear ones if needed, if they are criticizing Krishna or the devotees of Krishna. So I don't see that the process of loving Krishna has to be in the absolute prema bhakti stage. Please understand, Srila Prabhupada used to say that all those who are there on the path, in fact, he used to say anybody who follows a pure devotee is also a pure devotee. For example, if there is a garage, there is the head mechanic, which is very famous. It is said in the city that as soon as he touches the car starts working. Any car he can just repair in 10 minutes. But of course, there are hundreds of cars coming in the garage. He cannot look into everything. So he has trained some assistants, let's say 10 assistants. And these 10 assistants work exactly as per the instructions of the head mechanic. Now, as long as these 10 assistants who are not experts, but as long as they are working exactly under the instructions of the head mechanic, they are as good as the head mechanic. So similarly, somebody who is following the instructions of a pure devotee to the letter is also a pure devotee. So Srila Prabhupada and acharyas like him, they have unalloyed love for Krishna. They are in the prema stage. So if we simply try to follow their instructions, if Prabhupada says, okay, get up and chant Hare Krishna. So if we are following his instructions, we are in the same path. So we need not be in the prema stage to love Krishna. The love can begin anywhere. I hope this answers Sudha Mataji's question, and I hope it gives her a lot of hope also. Okay, last question I will take. Oh, Sudha Mataji has already given confirmation. Okay. How to understand God's love? Sulbha Parki Mataji. Mataji, you cannot understand God's love. It is so deep, it is so unfathomable that it is impossible to understand. Please consider how unmotivated and uninterrupted the love of God is. Whether we become a cat or a dog or a human being or a demigod or an amoeba or a spider or whatever, He never gives up on us. Without any expectation, we have not remembered Him, thought of Him, but He's there with us as the Paramatma because He loves us. He keeps descending in the material world and displays His pastimes to attract us. We have become offensive. We have become Bahirmukh. We don't want to be with Him. We have forgotten Him. But He sends His representatives. He sends the Bhagavad Gita. He comes Himself. And most importantly, please meditate on this fact that whether I remember Krishna or not, or whether I want Him or not, whether I worship Him or not, He is always there with us as the Paramatma. Upadrishta Anumanta, as an observer and a permitter of all our activities. So this shows His love for us. This is just an indication of His love, that whether we are in a human being stage or whether we have become a crocodile, He never leaves us. He never says, oh, he has become a pig. No, he's eating stool now. Let me just give up on him. Next time when he again becomes a human being, I'll come and stay with him. No. Even when we become a pig, He stays with us. So that is His love. Of course, no one can understand. He's the greatest lover. Nobody can understand the love of Krishna. Okay? Okay, I saw something else. Okay, before a very big message had come. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam. Yesterday I got some time to watch YouTube videos by, okay, sorry. I'll just expand this. YouTube videos by ISKCON on Vedic astronomy. Astronomy and astrophysics has fascinated me since childhood. I had some prior knowledge about the Vedic astronomy, but yesterday's videos were an eye-opener. I'd like to know in which canto of Srimad Bhagavatam is this topic covered. I'd like to read and understand. Really interesting. Also, it gave me an idea about how far we need to travel if we want to reach Vaikuntha planets. Abhishek Mishra Prabhuji, I'm very, very happy that you have such a keen interest in the topics related to Krishna consciousness. But since you are my close friend and since I know you very nicely, so I take the liberty to speak to you like this. Don't go in this path of trying to see various YouTube videos and whatever is interesting. This is not just for Abhishek Prabhu, this is for everybody. We have to read things in a sequence. Of course, I can tell you where is this cosmic cosmology mentioned in the Bhagavatam. But what is the point of doing this? We should first thoroughly read the Bhagavad Gita, and then there are some other small books of Srila Prabhupada we should first cover. Now, there is a recommendation by the teachers that these books we have to read first. These principles we have to follow. We have to go in sequence. And even for Srimad Bhagavatam, right in the preface, Srila Prabhupada is told that the only requirement of reading Srimad Bhagavatam is to go in sequence. Sequence means we are reading the verses, we are reading the word by word meanings, we are reading the translation, and we are reading the purport. So, Abhishek Mishra Prabhu and all those who are very keen to read things, they can message me. In fact, even with very soon I will share with you a reading guide. There is a recommendation that first you should finish these books and then go to this book. In that way, we are very safe. Prabhupada's books are like a medical store. Please listen to me very, very carefully. Prabhupada's books are like a medical store. You can't go to a medical store and say, give me this medicine. You have to first go to the physician, and the physician will prescribe you something, and then you have to go to that medical store and take that medicine. You can't just go to a medical store and just randomly choose the color and the name of the medicine which you like and eat it. You will die. Please listen to me. You will die. There are some sections of Srila Prabhupada books, if prematurely studied, you will give up Krishna consciousness. That is why I am there sitting here to guide you. Please don't jump like a monkey. Go in sequence, read this. You have to be very, very careful. I have seen many, so these inquisitive category students who have spoiled their Krishna consciousness. First of all, if you really want to learn Krishna consciousness, come to me. Don't go to YouTube. Because YouTube has all kinds of stuff, which is not at all in sequence and not at all thought of for a student progressing in Krishna consciousness. There are some disciples of Srila Prabhupada who made this mistake. They did not properly study, and then they went to the highest possible literature like Chaitanya Charitamrita and all. And they couldn't continue their Krishna consciousness. So please understand, prematurely jumping like a monkey from here and there, from one book to another chapter, to this, to that, to this, to that. If you do this is not to Abhishek Prabhu, to everybody. If you do this, your spiritual life will end. You will just feel that, okay, I have read Bhagavad Gita, enough it is. I got sufficient knowledge. I am a inquisitive category, Jnani category. Now let me go to Ashtavakra Gita. Oh, for that I have to quit reading Prabhupada books. No problem. There are so many devotees who I have seen who have done this. So don't be on this path. My analysis of people who don't want to read Prabhupada books sequentially, at least 2 times the Bhagavad Gita before going towards any other book. My analysis for them is, sorry to speak very harshly, but I'm warning you as a teacher that this attempt is like a 5-year-old child trying to understand sex life. So it is complete devastation. Please remember, Srila Prabhupada's books are like a medical store. You can't just go and pick up and choose whatever medicine you like and enjoy it. You will fall sick, you will die. So there is, for guidance, I am there. Please ask me what to read and what not to read. And I don't recommend this jumping around from one book and another book. First, sequentially, we have to read, we have to discuss. And there are so many other small books like Beyond Birth and Death, Journey to Higher, Easy Journey to Other Planets, Transcendence and Civilizations, The Light of Bhagavad, Raj Vidya. There are so many books to read. Why to simply jump on Bhagavatam? We are not qualified right now. This is not for one person. In general, I'm speaking. Maybe the person who asked me, he may be qualified to read. But in general, I'm saying, and even if anybody is qualified, they should not jump from 1st canto to 5th canto to 10th canto, then 9th canto, then 7th canto. Their spiritual life will finish. So please be very, very careful, and please don't mind. Sometimes I put things very straight, but I'm putting it like that because I'm very, very feeling compassion, because I've seen many, many students losing their track because of this habit. Shashi Pandey Mataji, I will send the sequence after maybe tomorrow. I will send it. Okay, so with this, we end today's discussions. I think we have covered all the questions. If there is anything else which I have not covered, please raise your hand and finish it, clarify it here. Okay, Balaji Mohan Prabhu is saying, however, it may take long time and lots of chanting to get into that vision to see Krishna in everybody and everything, and hence love all, getting above caste, creed, religion, nationality. No, it does not need a long time to do that. It does not need a long time to do that. If I'm not, for example, if I'm trying to learn the Mridanga, and if I don't have interest in learning the Mridanga, then at least I have to sit with the Mridanga on a daily basis for some period of time. And then I'll be able to play the Mridanga. So similarly, right now I may not have the vision to see Krishna. But I have to have full faith in what Srila Prabhupada says. Srila Prabhupada says that the deity of Krishna is not different from Krishna. So with that assumption, I have to go ahead. And my activities are as perfect as the person. If I'm following the instructions right now, my activities are as perfect as the person who's actually seeing Krishna in the deity. Seeing Krishna means serving the deity as Krishna. Even if I'm not seeing Krishna, but still if I'm serving the deity as Krishna, it is as good as seeing Krishna. This point we have to understand. Of course, it needs a long time, but it varies from person to person. For some person, it may need a long time. Some person gets a lot of mercy. He can see it very quickly. Some person has a lot of Krishna consciousness practiced in previous lifetimes, so they can see it in 2 years. Somebody can see it in 2 lifetimes. Somebody can see it 20,000 lifetimes. So there is no time zone, what is long and what is short in this case. It all depends on our own intensity of practicing Krishna consciousness. If one is really intense, they can see Krishna immediately. So, okay. Thank you very much. With this, I think we end our discussion. Balaji Mohan Prabhu, you want to say something? I have asked you to unmute in case if you have to say something.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So my point was that I feel I have started loving Krishna, and I also believe and understand that yes, everything originates from Krishna. But yet I cannot love everybody the same way as I love my family member or something,
No,
or
this is,
a person of other country.
See, first you have to read the purports of Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah.
Here, loving everybody does not mean that you have to love the tiger also the way you love your daughter. That is foolishness.
But at least see that it is. I mean, I don't know.
No, that's the thing. Right now, we are not having. See, loving everyone universally does not mean that I'll go and embrace the tiger. I'll go and embrace my daughter. I'll go and embrace the spider. No, that is not. Universal love means that it's a separate topic. First of all, universal love, in brief, I will explain. You have to give the right treatment to the right person.
Okay.
For example, if you go and embrace a tiger, you'll die. If a dog comes to your house and if a saintly person comes to your house and you say that you love both of them, you can't make them both sit on your dining table and serve in a plate. If you really love the saintly person, you will engage the saintly person in discussing some verses of Bhagavad Gita and offer some prasad to him, offer some service to him. That is the way you love him. If you really love the dog, you can't call him to Gita course. You have to give him some prasad. So in this way, you show your love. If you really love the tiger, maybe you can just stay away from the tiger, not kill the tiger, and take the skin and put it in our house. If you really love the cow, don't kill the cow. So universal love means I'm able to see everybody as a part and parcel of Krishna, but that does not strictly mean that I'm embracing everybody. This is my understanding. However, if we feel that I'm not loving everybody, see, in the initial stages, this is the case. It is called as Kanishtha-adhikari. In the initial phases, the devotee thinks me and my Krishna. So one is only able to love Krishna and he sees his relationship with Krishna. It is seen that in the initial stages, devotees sometimes don't even care to love other devotees. They don't even love the other paraphernalia. I've seen some cases where devotees say, Krishna, only if you can keep your cows away and come, then I will serve you very nicely. So this is the initial Kanishtha-adhikari stage, not a very advanced stage of bhakti. One needs to progress from here and come to the Madhyam-adhikari stage, where one makes differentiation. One accepts that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and one understands who is innocent and who is envious, avoids the envious people, and preaches to the innocent person. Ishvara tad adhineshu balisheshu dushatsucha prema maitri kripopeksha ya karoti samadhyama. So he exhibits prema maitri to the innocent people. That means when a person advances, when he sees that Krishna means Krishna, the devotees of Krishna, the paraphernalia of Krishna, the dham of Krishna, and everything related to Krishna. When somebody has this understanding, and when they engage in preaching, then they come to the next higher level of Krishna consciousness. And the highest level of Krishna consciousness is Uttam Adhikari, at which they really are able to see the Krishna in all the atoms and trees and plants and everything. That stage is yet to be reached. So we are all trying for that stage. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Deepa Suresh Mataji is telling feeling of understanding and compassion develops while loving Krishna. Yes, that is correct. True compassion means preaching. If I have the knowledge of Krishna consciousness, and if I'm seeing someone is struggling, and if I don't go to talk to them and try to tell them about it in a nice way, and first of all, that person has to be non-envious. Envious people we should avoid. Let's not waste our time. Then that is called true compassion. And yes, feeling of understanding. The more we love Krishna, the more sensitive we become. Our reciprocations and dealings with people improve. So this is my personal experience also. Okay. Thank you. Very, very nice points from everybody and very, very nice questions from everybody. Please pardon me if I have been a little harsh in any of my discussions. I look at you as my students, so I feel a little possessive about you. So that's why I speak like that. Please pardon me for all that. And let's end today's discussion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. See you on Sunday. Sunday. That's all. Hare Krishna. Sunday, by the way, we will discuss some tips about distributing the books. The book marathon has begun. I will keep the Sunday class a little short. I'll wrap it up fast. I want to spend some good time on training you people how to distribute some books.